Another gray sky over town, that little furry guy's coming round. We're all here waiting for the sign, guess I've been walking the same line. Feels like I'm living Groundhog Day, my whole life in the same old way. But this time I see my shadow too, gonna learn from my mistakes and start anew. This time I'm gonna learn from my mistakes and make a fresh start, whatever it takes. A fresh start, whatever it takes. Yeah. A fresh start, whatever it takes.
By Episode 22, Groundhog Day, Stuck in Time. Hello, and welcome back to By Booster English. Today, we're taking a trip to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, for one of America's most eccentric traditions, Groundhog Day. But we're not just talking about a furry animal, we're talking about the famous film it inspired and the deeper philosophical lessons about time and self-improvement. Our mission is to master the vocabulary of repetition, consequences, and personal growth. Let's begin by figuring out the tradition. The tradition, a furry forecaster. The tradition takes place every February 2nd in the small town of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. The entire celebration centers around a groundhog named Punxsutawney Phil. The basic idea is simple: Phil emerges from his burrow. If he sees his shadow, it's a sign of 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't, it means an early spring. This folklore causes a huge festival every year, where people gather, or crowd into, the town square. While the tradition itself is fun, its impact is mostly about communal joy and a brief moment in the national spotlight. It's a very American way to break up the monotony of winter. The film, a philosophical time loop. The real linguistic and philosophical gold comes from the 1993 film, Groundhog Day, starring Bill Murray as Phil Connors, a cynical and arrogant weatherman. Phil Connors is sent to cover the festival, only to find himself trapped in a time loop. Every day, he wakes up at 6 a.m., and it's always February 2nd. The idea of the same day starting over, to start over or to begin anew, is a powerful concept. This time loop becomes a prison that forces him to stop being so self-centered. Because his actions have no consequences, the day just resets. He initially gives in to hedonism, he drives recklessly, eats up all the desserts, and shrugs off any responsibility. Learning through repetition. But soon, Phil realizes the gift of infinite time. He starts using the repetition as a cause for self-improvement. He decides to work out his flaws. He learns to play the piano, to get the hang of, by practicing the same scale thousands of times. He starts looking into the lives of the townspeople, recognizing when they need help. He tries to effectively woo his producer, Rita, learning from every social mistake he makes, effectively breaking down his arrogant facade. The film's philosophical bottom line is that the time loop is a test, a forced period of due diligence on his own character. Phil stops asking, "What's in it for me?" and starts asking, "How can I make the world around me better?" Only when he genuinely becomes compassionate and attentive, more attuned to others' needs, does the loop break, to break free. He finally earns a tomorrow. The Groundhog Day narrative is a goldmine for language. We've covered everything from to emerge from a burrow to shrug off and to break free from a cycle. Remember the lesson: even infinite repetition is only useful if you use it to figure out how to become a better person. Thank you for tuning in to Bye, and I look forward to guiding your English boost in the next episode.
Ready to take your English to the sky? There's just one way, it's with BYE. Boost your English. Learning is a party, so don't be shy. With the coolest